3, 2, 1, 0.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Young Soul, aka Supersonic. Welcome to TJ Young Soul TV episode. Jesus, I'm getting right now, y'all. I have so many episodes and all this stuff coming out. We're back. So this is gonna be episode 10, y'all. Of the Skaters podcast. I got my boy Emerson with me. Listen. now you guys were commenting about this actually, so I had guys let you guys know prior that he was coming on here, and then everybody was asking, that why haven't we battled yet? So now that's pretty much the main subject of today is that why the fact, battling in the skate world and middle and all this and cloud trip, that's pretty much what's gonna be our topic for today. But I got my boy Emerson with me, and I want Emerson to go ahead and tell us stuff about a little bit. And what's up?
Yo, what's good? Yeah, so like CJ, my man said, I'm Emerson. I've been skating for about 2 years, so I'm barely new, but I've been putting in a lot of work. Which
What?
What? 2 years, yeah. A lot of people always, whenever I go to a skate party, they're like, how long have you been skating? And I always tell them, I've only been skating for like 2 years, seriously. But that first year, I was in the skating rink every single day. If the music was bad, I had my AirPods. Like certain moves, I would work on. I would go to a skating rink and say, I'm going to work on this move until I get it down. So literally, I'm proof that work. This is like when people ask me, what is it like, or who are those people who actually put in work? I'm one of those people that put in work, and I'm proof that work is beneficial because, like I said, I can go to a skate party and kill, and then have somebody come up to me and they're like, man, you must have been skating for 10 years. I'm
10 years?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's wild.
But only 2 years. And, what definitely helped, my skating, what pushed me too was when I joined my crew, Bad Boy.
Yeah,
But I joined them around my year mark. And once I kind of joined them, I had so many people in that crew, Sean, Cece, but then I had people like Leroy, who was when I first started skating, I looked up to him. A lot of people always say, oh, he looks, because my style was very similar to T Stacks and Richard.
Yeah, but your style's way, okay, I'm gonna say this, your style is way out of box, and the fact that you can wear jeans and skate at the same time, that is so rare. Y'all seen this boy 2 years? that's why I've been skating ever since I was 1 or 2. I don't know, anytime I started first walking. That's why. Yeah, I'm still kind of shocked of that. 2 years? That's so wild. That's so rare though. So you must be skating every single day and on the hour, because there's no way. If y'all seen the way this dude skate, man, it's mind blowing. Because the fact that I met him in person at Dry Biscuit, and now I wasn't nervous to talk to him, but the thing is to see him in person and do what he does, it's you would expect that he's been skating at least all his life, his hand, you know what I'm saying? And to say that you've been only skating for 2 years, that means a lot of dedication and motivation and a lot of
because when COVID hit, Georgia, we were one of Atlanta area. We
Atlanta
were first ones to open, but we were the first ones to open up our skating rinks. The rink, now it's called Stone Mountain Skates, but if you're, if you truly know about it, it's always going to be All American.
All American, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first rink to open up. I'm pretty sure in the U.S. we were opening up and people were traveling. At one point, we were having skate parties where T Stacks would pop out, Bobby would come. We would have skate parties during the pandemic, and we would still have the certain amount of people who weren't allowed to come in, and but at the end of the day, they were oh, you have to wear a mask. You walk in and you see almost everybody not wearing one.
Not wearing a mask. That's free.
Yeah.
I cannot listen that period of time. I was barely listening when we had to wear masks and stuff, because see, we opened up really late. Cause we didn't open up a whole year, whole year without skating. So we was skating outside. Other places I would have to go to Charlotte to go and skate because that was the only ring open, and saying they had a limited capacity and all that stuff. But see, the thing was, skate with a mask on. Listen, my freaking diagram, I couldn't breathe. I was. When I tell you, that was not Sonic time period, because I was not running back. especially because you know the way you're breathing, and then like I'm over here asthma pump.
Yeah. And then it's
I
like,
was
especially, yeah, like, and then it's like if you do, because I know you and I, we both do New York, New Jersey style on the outside, and when you're going fast and you're hearing the music, and then you kind of stop, you're like, hold on, I can't breathe. Let me take this mask off, put my shirt, and keep it moving. But like, yeah, and then you get in the middle, it's even worse because you're in the middle, the air is different. It's different in the middle because people always say, it's the same atmosphere on the outside as it is on the inside. Not at all, especially at a skate party. Like you were there, Jive Biscuit.
Yeah.
Man, you could tell there was like no room to even get through the crowd. Like, unless you were somebody where people were like, uh-oh, and they start moving out your way, man, you would have to pray to God that you'd be able to see in that circle.
Because, I mean, I was I was on the outside a little bit and whatnot, but, I mean, I was mostly in the middle with, y'all and stuff, but still, like, on the outside, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
1,000 miles per hour. And plus, at the end of the day, too, like I said, control and all that stuff really do matter. But, what I'm saying is now, like, it's a totally different environment skating on the outside and definitely in the middle, especially because it's, first of all, it's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of conditioning.
Yeah.
Like, and by the way, guys, also quick tip, before getting in the middle, please warm up. Get out good. No, because people will literally put their skates on and go straight into the middle.
Yeah, and I had somebody who I work with all the time, and like when we were first going to skate parties, he would maybe take 2 laps, and then I look up and I'm seeing him in the middle. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, we need to go on this outside real quick and get warmed up, stretch, do something. Like, you can't just jump in the middle and expect all your spins and footwork to be perfect because you gonna fall almost every single time. Like,
sure, but I can't even lie though. There was a point in time where that was me though. Like, I didn't go front though. Like, my dad would tell me, he's like, listen here, don't go in there and start going blocking. I'm like, all right, not to. But see, as I got older, that's why, like, I mean, you understand better as you get older. But then it's like, because then I start getting tired fast. Supersonic to get tired fast. So I would just come there, let's say, like, for that first hour or first 45 minutes, I'm just going around and doing little pivots and whatnot, stretching and stuff like that. And then later, when I saw, I was like, okay, well, they get that middle started, it's my time to go shot.
Yeah.
But I used to listen, and Jive Biscuit, I was kind of nervous, though, not going front. Like, I was nervous.
Oh, like, I couldn't have told. You could have told me you was confident, because you came in there, you killed almost every spin. Like, you shocking me saying that, because it definitely didn't seem like
really.
It. Yeah,
well,
like it's
well, with me, I guess it's like a mental thing, because I was like, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, guys, I'm just gonna say this now. You guys know I'm like one of the youngest skaters to be at a skate party and whatnot. So I will say though, like, I mean, even though I'm not doing it for crowd whatnot, I still gotta prove a point. You know what I'm saying? Especially me being the youngest in there, you gotta be mature, you gotta be respectful, because you know what I'm saying, they'll kick you out right then and there if you do anything, even if you're like younger or not, or older. So, like, my thing is, I always just walk with just respect, and, just like, even with battling and stuff like that, and that's our main subject today. So, at Jive, there was a lot of mix. There was a lot of freaking spinning and twisting. But, when I tell y'all Emerson, there's this move that, like, is very wild that I don't know how to play. And it's like you're spinning right on one foot, but then you jump with your toe all the way.
Oh,
that like I didn't anybody do that before. So how did you do that?
Yeah. So, and it's actually a funny story with that one. So, I'm trying to remember the party. It wasn't For the Love. It was a Figure Eight. That's what it was.
Figure Eight. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the first year of Figure Eight, the night before, I put on new trucks, and I decided I didn't like them, so I put on my old trucks, and my setup was like terrible for the entire night. Like, I couldn't hit moves, I couldn't do like anything, and so I was in the middle, and I noticed I had to keep like bouncing, because on the toe plug spin, you have to have like a certain like sturdiness in your foot. You can't have it wobbly, or you're gonna be moving around. But yeah, you're gonna fall. But literally what I had to do was I kept having to like jump, and then after a while I realized I can actually turn this into a move. And so what I did was, I would jump, and then I would wrap the leg around. I would jump, and then I would sit down in the spin. And then I realized, okay, I haven't really seen anybody else do this, so I can kind of make this my own thing, you know. And I don't know if anybody does it or not. I just know that it's one of my moves that I like particularly do.
Yeah. See, like, I mean, y'all, listen. We learn from people. You can be the best. We still learn from people. See, you know, not gonna lie, I did try it, and I mean, listen. Now, let's go and say this. It took me some time. I just wanted to do it and see, like, okay, this is the way he kind of like puts it together. But y'all, all I'm saying is, ooh, that's a lot of ankle break.
Yeah.
You have to have a certain type of balance just to like, it's like toe. Like it's you do a lot of toe stuff, and like, you know, me and you people be saying like give me your ankle be broken and stuff like that. I say this: it's never about the boot. It's never about the boot. It's all about the person, and like, you know, because you have Rydell's, right?
Yeah, I have the 3200s.
Right. So, and I have Ideas and whatnot. So people always be like, you know, and to get that ankle support and to do things like ankle stuff, I need to get, you know, a Rydell or Day, which is, but look, right. But see, it's like, I mean, it's kind of true in a way, but I mean, the thing is though, like, you can get the best boot in the world and still not be able to do it. It's all about, it's like I'm saying, it's all about plus how you control your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dr. You, when you be doing things with pants and stuff, y'all would never catch me in the ring with jeans. Y'all would never, ever. Every party I had wear either Adidas pants or some joggers. Because, like, and also, it's like the way you also, like, you know, okay, so like when you be skating, right, you have like a certain type of swagger, and it goes with your personality. So it's like, you know, when you, it's like that kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you have like a kind of like a street swag type of like hip hop-ish type of stuff. Like very like, wow, like that's so cool.
Yeah, and like when I'm skating, typically I tend to have a mindset of, you know, because you don't want to go into a ring, no matter who you are, you never want to go in the ring like cocky. You want to be confident. You know, you don't ever want to go in the ring saying, I'm the best, blah, blah, blah. You know, nobody here can see me. But at the same time, you want to be able to carry a chip on your shoulder that's basically, I know who I am when it comes to skating, and I know what I'm capable of doing, so I can kind of have a mentality of that swag where I'm skating on, can be like cool and do the move. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm not going to fall doing a move because it's still going to look cool and I'm still going to have the attitude of me doing it. You see what I'm saying?
But see, also too, like, you know, because when I see you very confident with your skate, like, you know, like, you do you, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing also too, like, you know, I know a lot of people look at you, and like, the reason why I wanted you to come on my pod is because it's like, you know, I wanted to get people who I felt that one kind of like, because you kind of also showed me in a way that, like, you know, you're like, even with your dust, like, your like fashion style anyway, like that too. Like, that all, I guess, comes together when you skate. So it's like the way he ate it with that hat up and his dreads down, and it's like with that big shirt, and he's like it's all like, it's just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I also like about that. That's so rare. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of people now, I mean, back then, you know, people had like headbands and stuff like that, but people are now actually getting headbands now with their name on it. Yeah. I'm like, did I start it? And, you know, a lot of people ask me, like, how do you do it? How do you, like, you thought of it, stuff like that? And, guys, the story behind that was, so I was watching, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog and whatnot. Always been, like, one of my favorite characters. You know, Sonic and Star Wars and blah, blah, blah. So, everybody said at the skate rink and whatnot, you know what, like, when I'm just cutting through, because I'm very fast, so, but I control, so no one can mess with me. So, people say, like, you know what, that's crazy, because I just see, like, blue fire just come out when you're going crossing, or I just see like a freaking flash or something every time, and you get on the hedgehog. I was like, wow. And then I was like, wait. Let me name myself Super Sonic. So, Super Sonic. And then I just put it. So it's been, let's say, about a good, what? Let's say about a year and a half since I rocked this whole name. Yeah. Because it all started over, I think, let's say, so I said 2 years, really. So yeah, that's the whole thing that happened for Y'all put what? So I told you have like a major skate name or anything, or
Skate name. It's ironic because nobody uses it, but I technically have one because when I joined Bad Boys, I was
yeah,
given one, and I actually put it in my bio because I thought about like only people that really call me that are the people who are in Bad Boys. So it's
right.
actually it's Brooklyn because
Brooklyn. Okay.
because I was moving to Brooklyn, so it's technically it's Bad Boy Brooklyn. Or, they got Bad Boy Renzo, Bad Boy Puff, and Sean.
Right.
So, Bad Boy Realist, Cece. Mine was just Bad Boy Brooklyn simply because I was moving to Brooklyn.
Yeah. And
you know,
his name is Emerson, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So y'all, about that. I love it. I love it. Because those like at the end of the day, we're not battling. We're not bound to say who's the best. Though. That's one thing I'm gonna say. And a lot of y'all, because you remember that time doing when Brandon did the whole IG thing when like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's how me and Emerson kind of started talking. You know what I'm saying? That's how we started. Everybody was trying to put us two together, like TJ Anderson. So like, I wasn't ready. You know how you're confident, like, I kind of got this out. No. It was a total different situation. I said, say that you've been skating for only 2 years, that's even a bigger shock because, like, that's so rare to see somebody do all the stuff that you do in 2 years. Them toe spins will take damn near 50 years just to do it.
And it's like, I did it a little bit. Yeah, I did it like, people, I tell them, I did it a little bit as a kid and I had, some skill that a kid would have.
Right.
But my first, my first official skate party, anybody who knows me, like Mook will tell you, my first skate party was Jive Biscuit 2020.
Wow.
So that just proves, and that was my first skate party. And so many of the backgrounds of other people skating, you can see me. I was wearing a hoodie, I was wearing some jeans, and I was wearing my 220s way back then. But, I didn't have any footage because I was new. That was my first time seeing Brandon, Rich. I had never seen skaters like these. I saw videos, but never saw skaters like those.
What? So,
yeah.
That's crazy because I'm over here thinking that you and Brandon are like, wow, I'm full because it's like crazy now because I thought that you knew them like years prior, like you grew up with that style. So you're originally from New York.
So I'm originally from Atlanta. I always tell people I'm from Detroit, but that's just family up there. Realistically, I'm from Atlanta. But and so Atlanta, we have we had good skaters. We have people like Mook, we have people like Leroy, Cece. We have a good amount. Vegas, Vegas is one of those people where you up in the skating rink, you see him, it's like
I need to get actually them coming soon too, guys. I got moving in Vegas too. So but I tell you, brother and sister skate so golly. But Vegas control is like a different type of level. Like it's like, but like how though? You know what I'm saying? Like how? Like there's a limit. Go to okay, like because I'm a more person like I love doing jumps or like doing spin. He always on his neither toes. He's neither on hills. I'm like, but like how? And I tell everybody, like I'm saying, balance. But takes a lot. But yeah, y'all did on the podcast too, so y'all better go ahead and get geared up for that. That's fine. But
and Vegas, that's one of my guys. Whenever I go to Atlanta, he'll call me up, yo, you in town? Like we definitely because we put in plans for like a skate night because. Whether it's a really big one, like, in Georgia, Sparkles on Sunday, that's a pretty, like, crowded atmosphere. But then he'll tell me, hey, let's go to this kid session. I'm like, kid session? Why? But he'll tell me, because those are the good sessions you want to put in work. And I've had a session where me and Vegas are just ciphering. And, we do that all the time whenever I'm down there. You always got to take a little, little bits and pieces there because he's going to give you information. But at the same time, he's going to applaud at what you're doing, and you both can take little pieces from each other. And that's typically what me and him do.
Good. And it's like, because it's like, listen, y'all, every time I went to Atlanta, besides Jive Biscuit, the only time, there was a whole time period, guys, that I did for the skate jam with Kojak and Lake. And actually, like, I was just there for, like, I was just coming back and forth, and you would never be there. So I'm like, are you in town? Like, no, like, nah, bro. Nah, like, don't do my, I was so mad because I was like, and I was like, this is so rare for me to be down here. But then when he said he's gonna be a job, I said, I, that's cool at this point. But yeah, because you also play basketball too, right?
Yeah, so I play for my college up here, and that's one of the main reasons that skating is really good for me because it, kind of keeps me in shape. You can't be unathletic, skating. You can be, but it's beneficial and it helps with athleticism, And I take the conditioning from skating and put it to basketball, and then I put the conditioning I get from basketball into skating because college basketball is not easy.
Yeah, my play basketball too, so I definitely can see how that maneuvers. But because I mean, like I'm saying, like skating is totally way different from being on the court or whatnot. So also like with your endurance, do you also use that when you're skating and playing basketball at the same time?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely do. Considering like I'll have like some nights like when my season starts, what I'll do is I have an early morning practice. I'll sleep and I'll wake up and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and catch this train to Jersey so I can get to go to BDP on Sunday. That's typically what I was doing when I moved up here because New York has skating rinks. We have Massapequa, but that's in Long Island. That's far. The only one that's like I try to go to more now is a place called Brooklyn Skates, which is like it's like a little gym, but they just and the floor used to be like really slippery. They just redid the floor. And the music is typically on point. So I try to go there a little bit more now just because it's close to me. It's like 30-minute bus ride or something like that.
Oh, that's good. Okay, for sure then.
Yeah.
Dang, I did not. But me and him just be though. So, listen, y'all, with the whole battling thing, can we just battle? And they're like, taking this way too far. Like, people starting fighting though from battling.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we scrapping up? Like I'm telling you, there was actually I was in Charlotte. Let's say about 2 weeks ago because I went last night and whatnot, and I went. And me, like someone tried to do a certain move on me, and they tried to talk. I was like, I had okay.
Go ahead, tie this up.
Right,
let's get to it.
And I won.
Mm-hmm.
But then I shook his hand, and then he looked at me, and then he put the number up on me. So like, me, being, I'm just, I'm like, okay, well, he's mad because he said the hell. That's not my fault.
Yeah.
He goes on Instagram, and I'm going to be public about this because everybody's still not talking about it. So, he went out and said, listen here, for a young cat to beat me, it doesn't count because this guy's 21, and I'm only 16.
Yeah.
16 next week, and he was like, it doesn't count because he wasn't my age.
No.
So, right. So my thing is, listen, if you're battling with anybody, just be like, it's like, listen, it's not even battling, it's just a little show off, pretty much. Like, it's never battling, and that's what I'm saying. And I feel like a lot of people kind of try to start beef with me and you, though. Which is kind of like, I know, because I know better. And the thing is, like, cause I always feel like, that's my big brother or whatnot. Like, we just cool, we vibing or whatnot. I talk to him. And then, it's like, a lot of people's like, nah, man, you need to shut Emerson down because you think this is, see, I'm not going to name them because guess what? They're watching this podcast right now. At the end of the day, though, it's like, because the whole, like, one rank thing, that, when I tell you over, what that was doing over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I tell you that thing was like so, oh God, like people gonna start shooting.
Yeah, like,
so what do you think about it?
Because when it comes to battling, I think there are 3 kinds of battles. There are battles you do, just for fun when you're like say like if the next skate party, me and you battle. We know we're doing that just for fun. We don't have any beef with each other. We're not like, oh, I'm better. No, I'm better. It's like, no, we're just doing it just for fun. You got battles, and then you got battles where people are like talking trash and they'll go online like, yeah, this dude can't see me in the ring, blah blah blah, and like they'll do all that talking, and then you have the battles at like skate-a-thon, which are when I first was coming into skating, and I was meeting skaters, I knew them off of skate-a-thon video, or excuse me, not skate-a-thon, soul skate videos.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you look up videos like, you watch Naheem battle Sam, you'd watch DJ battle somebody, you'd watch Chris Chaos battle somebody.
Yeah.
You know, and you're looking at those and you're like, those are kind of cool battles because it's like, they're, you know, they got money off of that, I'm pretty sure.
They off of those, yeah, for sure.
You know, and those are like, but like the battles that you know, those are like the ones that I'm always interested in doing. Like, you know, and I was kind of mad because I was supposed to make it out to Soul Skate. And, you know, I don't know if they did battles this year or not, but.
Yeah, I don't think they did battles this year.
But I was supposed to make it out to Soul Skate. And, you know, it's funny you mentioned, you know, somebody saying, oh, it doesn't count. You know, the dude said it doesn't count that I lost him because he's younger than me. If you have you seen the video of Bobby against Stacks?
Oh, yeah, I saw the, yeah. I talking about Soul Skate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Bobby is, you know, and they can correct me if I'm wrong, Bobby is 10 years younger than Stacks. Or 10 years plus.
You see?
Bobby is my age. Yeah, people don't.
I met him when I was, yeah, that makes sense. Because I met him when I was, I think, like 11. So, and then he had at least, what? Because if I'm 16, turn 17 now, you're 20, we're only but 3 years apart. So, yeah. So, yeah, that does, yeah. Right. So,
T-Stacks is, because his birthday was actually 2 days ago, and I didn't even know. I had to like text him. I was like, oh, you know, his birthday, you know, because you know he didn't post anything, and I was like, you know, normally he'll get like something on his story or something like happy birthday, you know. But yeah, his birthday was 2 days ago. He can correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say he's either 33 or 34.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you know that, and that's what's so funny. You know, a lot of the skaters like him, Brandon, Vegas, Richard, all of them are starting to turn, you know, get into their 30s now. And
Brandon, I thought Brandon was like already 30 something.
Oh, he is already 30 something, but like Vegas just turned 30.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And he was telling, you know, because a lot of the chats me and Vegas have are like, with us, like, you know, me, you, Naheem, Bobby, we're the younger generation of skaters that are moving in. Because when Stacks and all them were our age, they had Bat Smoke, Eli, Adam, you know, they had those dudes coming in and taking over the game. And we're kind of the younger generation that's moving up into the, you know, that sort of spotlight. And so.
And I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's like, you know, like, I mean, we'll always respect the, like, people, of course, and all that stuff. But, you know, it's a new day. And I feel like, you know, like I said, like, battling and stuff, at the end of the day, though, we're just showing off our talent. And we're just showing that, like, okay, like, because you never know who you're skating in front of. Like, we don't be knowing that we're skating in front of it. We don't even know that camera. We just be like, oh, like, listen, when JP Chicago supposed to be like that night or whatnot, I was like, oh, I'm over here. Because I'm over here, like, in my own world, like, okay, you did, da-da-da. But see, I'm not, because, listen, one thing I will say, I don't skate, I don't do cloud, that's what I'm saying, I'm doing it because I love it. And so, if I do see that camera, if I just do a turn on stuff, then I'm a stream stuff. Now, for you, it's all right. But still, you know, at the end of the day, though, it's like, you know, I still kind of put into consideration, like, okay, if we see that little camera there, okay, then we'll just go ahead and do this toe spin. Go your bag, then you go your bag and do that toe spin. Everybody does skating. I'm like, I just laid the premise. I was like, now could you be, ooh, like the things you do is just so like, you know, like mind blowing. And the fact is, like, I'm still on the fact you said 2 years, but yeah. So like, you know, at the end of the day, I will say though, battling, it's just like, it's not, like, we're just doing this to show off our talent and all that stuff. You got to put in people against people. You got to start a riot. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like, the thing was, I feel like back then, like, we will see you when we get to the party. And now it's like, everybody now just starting all this controversy and like, oh, this gonna beat you and this gonna beat you. And then you got other people, like, I'm telling you, like, that whole movie won't right. Like, I mean, I understand what he was trying to do there. Like, I really do.
Yeah. But
it's just like the way that he went about it, though. Like, people were talking when I tell you. People were cussing, and you remember Shamar?
Yeah.
I saw him yesterday. I was like, no, you know you was wrong. You knew. And then, like, he was even trying to say that he tried to, Shamar, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real about this, because he was like, he wanted to battle Emerson, and I would show Emerson up. We was at Giant Biscuit all that day. It was nothing. I was like, now listen, now you know. I was like, now you know. Because I mean, like, you know, Shamar, he's a talented young kid. But the thing is, I tried to tell Shamar was, I was like, listen, take notes and look back. Because, like, my thing is, though, like, I'm saying, like, Shamar's a good skater. But the thing is, you see Emerson's control level, though. You see how he's not tilting over as much. You see the fact that he can have his hand in his pocket. I need both of my hands in the air. You see, he can have one hand in the pocket and still do, like, a certain spin or do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need both my hands to spin. You be having one, like, if you're so, like, swag, though, like, if you have one in your pocket, I'm like, dang, like, this one video he did, recently, and it's blown up already as it is. Yeah, so I think he has his child in, like, 6 months or something like that. I don't know.
Because I typically, whenever I post a video like that, I normally go like my buddy Solo, because me and him, that first and second year, me and him were putting in a lot of work. He was one of the reasons I got better, but he knows a lot about social media.
Yeah.
And so I sent him the video. I was like, how you think this one's gonna do? Because I don't care that much about views, but I also want my videos to get a certain number.
Yeah, sure,
like, I know that a video is worth about 10,000 views, and I'm okay with that. And I sent that to him. He was like, that's a good video, and people gonna be asking about that. And so, I made, because typically when it comes to my, because
my question is, what made you put the song? What made you put the sound over it?
And it was so funny because literally I had the video and I was like, I wonder because it had a decent amount of views on my story. And I had heard that sound before and I was watching like videos of it. And then I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. This song goes really well with it.
It's just funny because the way it's like, everything's so smooth. Like, it's just the way, like, hold on, we're gonna put it in the video right here. That was funny because, like, it's like the way he came down so smooth. It's on beat. I was like, that was not. It flew perfectly though, but that was hilarious. I posted that thing back there 2 times. Oh god, that thing was hilarious. But yeah, like, guys, I'm saying about battling and stuff. Let's just have fun. Let's just, like, just shake their hand afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And like, and if you like, because at the end of the day, we're gonna be like, who won this and that and stuff like that. At the end of it, this just shows us that we need to go back home, go back into our lab and get better. Like, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's day. Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. Me and Spins from
Shamar?
Yeah, Shamar. I'm not talking. I wasn't talking.
I know which Shamar you're talking about up here.
Yeah. So like me and Shamar, I saw him recently because I went to New Jersey for Miss Tracy's event. And that's Miss Tracy, love you. So I went to her birthday event, and me and Spence always been good friends and all that stuff, right? Always been. And the thing is, like, he was like, okay, let me see what you got, stuff like that. And then everybody was surrounding us, so it kind of turned into like, a little friendly matchup. Like, okay. Yeah. Now, when I tell y'all, so listen, like, okay, he killed me, pretty much. Like, he killed me. Like, okay, like, but see, even though he's been skating longer as and guess what we did? We instantly said, listen, because he said, like, he's, like, seeing, like, there's no, like, kid that's your age that can just do what, like, you can do. I was like, really? I was like, really? I was like, which means a lot, and I do accept that, but it's like, the things that he does, it's like what, like, my dad, listen, I never seen my dad try to be a skater in a long time. When he started, and my dad's an old school skater, so you know how I still, when he saw him and the way he spin, I'd be like, I just walked on the camera at you, because, like, it don't make no sense. And I mean, it was a good match. Like, I mean, I did good and all that stuff, but the thing is, his style and the fact it's so clean and precise, and it's like an ice skater. It's like, you can't like that.
Yeah, and I cipher whenever I see Shamar, because I saw him at Lit Nation, because me and him both were in Jersey, and I love skating with Shamar because he always does something that you're like, I would have never thought to do that because
thought that in a million years.
Yeah, because you don't think it's like possible. Then you see Shamar skating, and you're like, oh, okay, we can do that. But you know, I always tell people if you're gonna cipher with somebody, don't try to do what they do best.
Right.
And you know, if you're gonna like, whenever I cipher with Shamar, I know I have spins. I don't have spins like Shamar though.
Yeah, right. We have spins, but Shamar's on some freaking like galaxies. Like I don't know where he came from, and them legs. The legs, like, crazy. It's so crazy. Like I've never seen my dad face in shock in like how long just because he's doing hey. Like that was so rare. And then like he literally like I mean like he didn't like kill me like that, but he like just showed. I was just like I just like do it like T like do you really want to like go out here anymore? I still went out there. I still never gave up. I'm still gonna keep fighting, but still like. You know, it just showed me that I was like, okay, well then, guess what? Next time you see him, guess what? We're going to do some more spins. Guess what? Guess what? Had a whole hour conversation. We were just building each other up still. Like, there's things that he could do that, well, I don't know. He probably could do everything. But there's things that he can do that I can do. There's things that I can do that he can't do. Like, it's just all back and forth, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? If we can just, like, I wish that I recorded that whole entire moment. Like we did hugging on us afterwards. And like, you know, when it could have been kind of like some controversy and all that stuff, like I ain't gonna lie, I was getting kind of a little frustrated. I'd say, okay, like what else can I do? Do I need to do a backflip? I need to do a backflip? Like what do I need to do? And it's just like the love, the fact that like everything was just so like shake your hand, give him a hug. Cause like me and him always knew each other off of Instagram. We always talk stuff like that. He's also be coming on my podcast too. So, but the fact that we can just like shake each other's hand afterwards and just be like, brother, you did amazing. And he said that to, like that means a lot, especially to a young person like me, because you know as you get older, you get more like it's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like have you had any battles that?
So, and I don't know if people really knew it was a battle, but I knew it was a battle because I was told I was battling him. I actually battled Stacks at Skate-a-thon, but I don't even know if he knew it was a battle. It was so funny. The whole origin of it, and I have like the videos of like me skating in it. So basically, Stacks went, I went, and then Stacks went again. And my buddy Mark was about to jump in, and then Naheem came over. He was like, nah, they're battling right now. And I looked at Naheem and I said, oh, we are? I didn't know I was battling them right now, but all right, cool. Like, you know, like literally, and it's so funny to me because I remember it so vividly. I remember Mark was about to jump in, and he said, no, him and Stacks are battling right now. I was like, okay. I mean, I guess we are, you know, because as a skater, I've never been afraid of, you know, a challenge. You know, people were like, jump in the middle with this guy. Cool, you know, even if it's somebody like that. But literally, that's a battle. And the only reason it didn't get into like a deeper mindset, literally the music cut off. Like the music cut off, and I was like, man, did I just do a half battle with T Stacks? And you know, because I thought about it, I was like, yeah, I was definitely just told that I was battling him. So
like, whoa, did I?
Yeah, because I remember Naheem was like, nah, don't go. They're battling right now. Because everybody always tells me, you know, when I first started skating, and I knew this, I had a similar style to Stacks because Stacks was somebody that I looked up to.
Well,
no.
Well, I mean, yeah, you do in some way. But it's just like when I look at, I mean, you guys might have the same little type of footwork. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, of course, I mean, we do. Me and you also still have kind of the same way of footwork. But
yeah.
So it's just the style and the way you flip it. You and Stacks, y'all flip each other's, like, y'all both have the same type of footwork, but it's just all the way you guys move it and the way y'all moving it. So that's why I looked at it. So, I mean, it can look like we're doing the same or have a similar type of style, but it's just the way we put it together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's what I really do.
So, but yeah, that's the battle I was there to watch. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And like,
oh.
Because I had to, and granted, I was actually doing my thing because I was like, I looked back at the video and I saw the footage of me skating and I was like, okay, I was actually doing pretty good because in my head I was like, I think Stacks killed me. I don't know, but then I looked back at the video and I was like, okay, I was kind of doing good, but it never got to like we're done, dab each other up because like I said, the music cut off and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we walked over and dapped each other up real quick. But it was one of those battles where you're just like, you're thrown into because again,
no, for sure. Like, there's people like RTC this year. Like, I mean, I wasn't ready to go in the middle. I wasn't ready. But that's when your mind instantly clicks. You just go out there and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, at these biscuits probably like a skate-a-thon. Like, listen, of course you're not gonna be nervous because you at ATL all the time though. Me, I'm gonna go over here, be shaking a little bit, like, I'm like, is this headband a little too tight, or like, I'm telling you, like, I mean, I'm not, but that also shows, like, cause I just go in there and do it. That's all. You just gotta throw yourself in there, and then you just keep skating, and then you feel it. And then, but see, it's like what battling though is when you throw me in a battle, like, can I get at least a notification?
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, like. I mean, like, I understand, be ready. Always stay geared up. Sometimes I can even be in the right mind. It's like, I just want to train the field and stuff like that. Listen, and then throw you right in the battle. I'm like, all right. Just come on. Let's do it.
And one of the things that like always helped me, or what started helping me, because I used to get nervous when certain skaters were in the ring because I was like, oh shoot, I'm not gonna be able to skate with it. But then what helped me was, okay, because I was cool with the skaters. I realized I can't really have like a too serious mindset because at the end of the day, it's realistically just skating. So,
it's just skating.
Yeah, so I go in there, I CT Stacks, we joking around, and then you go in the middle, we'll jump out and we're still joking around. That is something that helped me a lot. Or like when I see Vegas, we're joking and all of that. He's yelling at me while I'm in the middle. I'm yelling at him while he's in the middle. We just having a good time. That was something that I had to do more and more. So where it was like, okay, I gotta meet new skaters. That way, when I go to a skate party and I'm in the middle, I'm not in my head. I'm talking to somebody else and everybody's talking to me. And because it relaxes you, because it gives off less of like a serious environment and more of a, okay, we're all just out here skating. They're going in the middle, I'm going in the middle. We're just having a good time. And it's the same with battling, except for you got somebody staring you down and you're either having fun or this is the dude that tagged you in a post that said you couldn't skate.
Right. No, because I'm telling you, like, I'd be scared. I'm like, if I fall in, I'm like, stone him. Get out of here. Like, I used to be so scared of that. Like when I tell you, like, I felt like if I did something wrong, like, cause even with me just being young, still, like, they're gonna be like, get him out of here, stone him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, guys, before I kind of like close it, because we're gonna close out pretty soon, guys. So, like I said, the main thing is, y'all, just like, let's just be good. Like, let's just like have a calm battle, friendly battle, high five afterwards. Just do something, cause like, and guys, stop trying to compare. See, that's all. If y'all send me one more thing talking about something, listen, you want Emerson need a battle, you need shit. One more time, I promise you'll get blocked. No. Like, that's how you start stuff. And then people be feeding in stuff saying that I said this, and that. Like, but no, put it. Like, cause I never said, all I do is say, like, one of my favorite top is you. Like, that's all. I'm like, yeah, my brother, yeah, for sure. Like, he was like, I love both of y'all. Like, for sure. But see, the thing is, though, it's like, people be like, you need to claim your day. You need to claim.
Yeah, like.
I just want to skate in peace. I just, shoot, if I, like, I mean, me and you, like, might, like, probably a skate on about that. Me and you might see each other and be like, okay. And then we just might meet at the middle.
Yeah.
I'm going to go right back over there. We're going to be laughing and talking.
Yeah, because you don't want no bad energy at a skate party.
You don't.
Because those battles typically happen not, in the middle, but in the beginning, middle-ish. Because that's when they start playing house music / fast R&B. So everybody's feeling themselves. They're feeling the music. And that's really when those battles start. You don't want to go into a battle like that. And then afterwards, it's bad energy. Like, oh, blah, 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 blah. This, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's not fun. You want to go in there, have fun, battle somebody, laugh and joke. If you fall, laugh it off and get back up. They fall, oh, dang, he fell. And then you go. Like, it doesn't always have to be I'm about to go online and say, this guy can't skate.
No, because there's some people that really will go online and be like, oh, I'm about to show everybody up at Skate-a-thon. I'm about to show who this. But then when it comes to the floor, we don't. Ew.
Yeah. Oh my.
Cricket. Cricket.
Yeah. Like literally, there's one skater. I really don't have problems with like skaters or anything like that. But the one skater, you know, and I've never met him, but you know, he's talked to me, you know, through comments and stuff like that. He'll literally say, you know, Chris Chaos.
Chaos,
And,
right.
And he's always said, you know, I'm the best in the Midwest. Also trash. Also, you know, I don't like Oso and all that. But then it's like, okay, you know, he said he was gonna go to Skate-a-thon to kill. He wasn't at Skate-a-thon. He said he was gonna go to he said he was gonna go to RITC and kill. Like I'm pretty sure he didn't kill anybody at RITC. I wasn't there, but people were telling me he wasn't really like killing like that.
He wasn't doing nothing. No, he wasn't doing nothing. No. He was, like, I'm sorry, listen, bro, because that's like also one of my, you know, cool people with. But I'm gonna be real at the end of the day, because there's just no fake stuff. Like, listen, on this podcast, y'all. I mean, we're gonna give it to you in a good, positive message. But sometimes we just gotta speak our truth, and we just gotta say how we feel. Like, because I'm telling you, that's one thing too. Like, if we just be more real, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the podcast about just positivity and having fun and stuff like that. But still, like, I mean, we just gotta get the truth. Like that night, I was like, I was like, listen, bro, like you can't say all this stuff on live and then go and then we see you at the party and then you're giving freaking crickets. And like that's what I'm saying. Like he was barely in the middle. Like the fact that because I was in the middle, like I had to prove a point.
Yeah.
Like you know, like I mean, guess what? And guess what? Everybody was like, you know, everybody was coming up to me like, oh, you this young, this and this that and this and that. Because you know, at the end of the day, though, it's always about respect and love. So. I was be like, listen here, thank you. Just I say thank you. Like, even if my mind is be a slick comment. I just like, thank you so much. Remember in the back of me, I'm just like,
nah, because I remember, because I was like, you said something negative about me, but now that you see me in person, it's man, that was fire. That was a good, like,
friends.
No, I'm gonna shake your hand, but. Yeah, like I'm gonna shake your hand, but at the end of the day, I remember what you said about me.
Woo, Jesus, all right, y'all. Woo, y'all. When I tell you I laughed today, I'm over here tearing up. So guys, I'm about to close down this podcast. Y'all, thank you guys for watching episode 10 of the Scariest Podcast. One boy Emerson. Emerson, tell them where they can follow you at.
Man, y'all can go ahead and just follow me on Instagram, man. It's Emerson __M_, man. I'll probably follow you back if I know you. You know, if I don't, just reach out to me and be like, I saw you from the podcast. Cool, I'll go ahead and hit you with a follow back.
Yeah, you guys already know to follow me. I took out all, actually, I took all of my underscores.
Oh, right?
No, because like, you know what about you? I'm like, listen, you just put 2 underscores at the bottom. But you got this. I am TJ on Soul. And guys, thank you guys for joining. Emerson, bro, thank you for giving me the time of the day. Because we've been trying to plan this for 10 years. I'm like, when is he going to get out here? So, man, thank you for joining. I love you. You know, you got the utmost respect from your little brother.
Sure, my man.
By the way,
you already know, bro.
And y'all thought he was pretty tall person. Nah, because I was looking up. I said, oh. But y'all, I'm signing out. DJ Yoso TV Scariest Podcast. Signing out. I'm out of here.